Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Quest. I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, as a palate cleanser to Batwoman, I've decided to review Batman-related content, as well as what other stuff is on the metaphorical queue. So, without further ado, this is my review of episodes 12 to 26 of Batman Beyond Season 2. Got myself a Nestea right here. Had some Subway for supper. It's not bad. This is all in an effort for me to stay sane at this moment in time. Because of the fucking lockdown. And the stay-at-home order our glorious chairman Doug Ford has put us under. I currently can't go. I can't go out and do shit, shit I want to do. So I have to stay sane somehow. So yeah. This is episode 12. Starting off with Babel. Intro still fucking cool. Terry and Bruce are picking out pieces from the bat suit. And they're talking story time. And then Ace attacks Bruce out of his son, the dog that Bruce has. And then Terry takes Ace to the vet. And then he sees all the animals going wild, and then realizes that the zoo must be having a problem. So yeah, elephant and a gorilla get out of their I was gonna say tanks, but they get out of their pens and they put the smack down on Terry. And one of the elephants' name is Tiffany. And yeah, Shriek is out there, and he's putting out a sound whammy on the animals, making them go crazy. And you got an elf-looking guy. Shriek gives him a orgasm fork. And pretty much, yeah. And language starts to get screwed with. Terry and Bruce talk with text. We got an industrial accident happens because language got messed up and whatnot throughout the city. And we got an old lady saving a cop. Batman missiles a hover transport that's falling, then saves a guy. Barbara gets a message to bring Batman to a place because fucking Shriek wants revenge on Terry. And then Bruce and Barbara have an argument. Terry has to choose between himself or the city. Terry has a moment where he remembers what happens to his dad, set to some cool music. Some cool gothic music. Terry sees the fork-shaped towers and realizes that's where Shriek is operating out of. And we got Terry as Batman fights Shriek. Shriek blasts the city with pain-inducing sounds. Batman fights Shriek, and the building falls on Shriek. And we got Terry and Bruce. They're looking in They're back in the cave. They're fixing the suit. So yeah, this is a nice episode. I like. We get to see Terry having his flashback. It was set to some really cool music. Really reminds you about what Batman's about. You know, it's about taking your pain, putting it towards something useful, like fighting crime as a vigilante. And yeah. Oh, it's thirsty. I drank that Nest tea really quickly. I was thirsty. Okay. Next we have episode 13. Terry's friend dates a robot. Yep. Tells you exactly what this episode's about right there. And we got Terry's training against simulation robot villains. Like simulation robot villains that are programmed to look like old Batman villains. He's doing it on a hollow platform. And we got a nerdy dude tries to invite people to his party. And he's desperate to get popular. And yeah, Terry takes Bruce's car to buy some robots, takes the nerdy dude kid with them. Nerdy kid sees a robot chick, and the robots are called synthoids. Dude pretty much gets a robot sex doll. I'm calling it there. Ah. Tis the future, folks. Tis the future. Tis the future. And Terry confronts the... Oh, wait, hold on. No, I read ahead. Up. Sex doll. We got the sex doll pushes over some lockers onto the jock named Nelson, who is razzing the nerdy dude, going full Blade Runner on him. Well, no, I would say partly Blade Runner, but anyway. And the nerdy dude is now popular. Robot chick is jealous of Chelsea. Terry confronts the robot chick, gets pushed off the building but falls and sticks the landing. Terry goes to a robot shop as Batman, confronts a shady guy. Nerdy guy throws a raging party. And yeah, the robot chick wants nerdy guy. And he says to the robot chick, I want to see other girls. And the robot chick starts to short circuit and like electrical sparks start to come out. And then Max gets concerned, or cornered, I should say. Then robot chick gets ambushed by Batman. Before that, though, Batman was fighting the shady guy, sent some robots after him, beat them and whatnot. And the robot chick was programmed for just the nerdy dude, completely devoted to him. And yeah, the nerdy dude, he friend zones the sex robot, causing the robot to explode, blowing up the entire house. And yeah, there was a teenager kid. It's like, dude, It's like, dude, they're gonna be talking about your party for years. And yeah, the nerdy kid becomes a fucking legend. The parents show up, and I wrote down in my notebook, realistic weird science. Oh my god. Oh, just watching the nerdy kid friend zone the robot, and then the robot exploding, taking out the whole house in a massive fireball. Oh my god, it just fucking made my day. Oh god. Oh my god. The people who made this, oh my god, the people who worked on this show, oh my god, they fucking laugh. They must have been fucking laughing when they wrote that in. Oh my god. And then yeah, episode 14, Eyewitnesses. We got a transport truck drives into a warehouse and some shady stuff starts to happen. Batman ambushes the guys. There's a sting operation by the cops, and the bad guys are able to escape. Barbara confronts Bruce. We got Mad Stan ambushes DA, then Batman shows up. There's a very explosive fight. And yeah, Batman puts the beat down on Stan with his own barrel. Stan dies. And yeah, Terry goes a bit too far. And yeah, Terry didn't do it. There's video footage that was tampered with. And I wrote down, yeah, the suits should have cameras and whatnot going on. And yeah, Terry goes to the morgue. We get some investigation, and then find out the corpse of Mad Stan is gone. There's an invisible guy. The police confront Batman on the top of the roof. The police have top nets on their large transport vehicles. I don't know why. And yeah, Bruce does some digital investigation on the video footage, figures out more stuff. And it's Spellbinder who's responsible for framing Terry. The entire time you got Terry as Batman fucking reveals him. He was amongst the cops the whole time, and Mad Stan is in a hologram bubble blowing up City Hall. And then Barbara admits that she's wrong about Terry. And yeah, it was a nice episode. We had to see more of Terry's Rogues Gallery going at it, challenging Terry. That was a fun episode. And then episode 15, the final cut. Intro is still fucking cool. We got maintenance happening on a private jet. There's a bald guy with a robot eye. He's worried about Curare, who's been hunting down her bosses. And yeah, dude gets hit with a poison capsule that erases her mind. Curare escapes on a rocket pack. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. startled for a moment. Had to change seats. Oh, that was shitty. Bought myself a folding chair. Fucking metal bent and whatnot. Anyway, that did not last long. And yeah. Then we go back to Gotham. We got a guy who almost hits the Batmobile with a rocket launcher, with a rocket from a rocket, or not a rocket launcher, but was it? I think it was an energy rifle or something. And he wants to talk with Batman. We find out that the guy is the only member of the only top boss member of the Society of the Assassins. He's the only one left. He placed a bomb in the city, and he's using it to blackmail Batman in order to get his help and protection. Terry talks to Max, and she knows Bruce. Bruce is the guy behind the scenes. She figured it out because Terry's boss was Bruce Wayne. And yeah, Batman uses his stealth mode to stalk the guy. He's also a Kiwi. His accent would, yeah, he'd be a Kiwi and whatnot. To ambush Carrare. Max shows up to do some searching in the guy's apartment. Carrare ambushes the guy. He gets mind wiped. Batman finds the timer. Max figures out the geometry of where the bomb could be. Carrare finds Batman and then fights him in a war museum. The bomb was in a replica of Little Boy, and it was packed with C4. And Max just pulled it out. It was just a simple timer and whatnot. And yeah, there was also a fight with yeah, I said that. Yeah, fight in the war museum. I found cool. So yeah, gotta admit, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Max character figuring out that Bruce was the original Batman, but hey, whatever. Next we have The Last Resort. Intro's still cool. And yeah, The Last Resort. That sounds like a song by the Eagles. Or like an album. I don't know. I forget. And yeah, Terry gets a teen drama update from Max. The cops are chasing a guy, then Terry intervenes. Apparently a teen stole a transport. And we find out that there's a dude out there with a therapy camp for troubled teens. And yeah, a bunch of teens in the school are being sent to this camp. They're all going because they're troubled in some way. Almost said Subway. I like Subway. Had Subway for supper. It's pretty good. So yeah, Chelsea gives the principal a lukewarm email, and then she gets sent to the camp, which is a re-education camp. And there's a painter in there who got re-educated. He doesn't have any paint on the paintbrush, and he's just moving the paintbrush on the blank white canvas. We know to signify that the dude got messed up. And yeah. And yeah, Terry is Batman. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, there's a massive screen with the dude's face. And yeah, Terry as Batman investigates the camp where the re-education happens. It's a well-guarded re-education camp, you know, shitload of guards, full walls and whatnot, away out in the forest. There's a guy that chases Batman in a flying hover vehicle. And then later, Terry sneaks into the re-education camp. Chelsea is getting re-educated. And yeah, Terry talks to Sean. Terry gets patted down, and then they find a video recorder because he went into the re-education camp to get some of the dirt. And then yeah, Terry and Sean guy fucking work together, jump some guards, they help each other out. There's a jailbreak. Terry hid the bat suit in his backpack. And yeah, Sean is about to murder the re-education camp guy. And but he gets stopped by the cops or like one of the guards. And then a whole bunch of teens escape to jail. There's a bunch of parents outside. They have a reunion with their kids, and then we have a moment with Bruce and Terry. Terry says, "I bet you brought one of your old bat suits with you." And Bruce says, "You'll never know." So yeah, we got some teen drama. I don't mind the teen drama, but yeah, it led to a nice moment with Terry and Bruce. I got myself another iced tea here. Oh, Lipton peach flavored iced tea. So yeah. Yeah, we get to see Terry develop more, you know. It's great characterization. And then we have episode 17, which is called Armory. Say it once and I'll say it again. The intro is still cool. And yeah, there's some hardcore alternative music playing at the kid Jared's birthday party. Jared's stepfather gets laid off by his company. Father gets turned down at every turn. Gets an opportunity. Father steals the plans and goes through with the robbery. And yeah, the guy uses a force field grenade to stop some cops, which is fucking cool. Then Batman shows up. And yeah, things escalate and the guy tases Batman. Throws a flash bomb and some instant concrete to stop Batman. And yeah, father guy has to do some more stealing before he's out of the game. And yeah, Terry and Max, they actually go to a CD store in the future. Oh man. I guess 50 years from now, in the same way that vinyl is popular now, I suppose CDs will make a similar comeback. Because hipsters be hipsters in every time. In every and any time period. So yeah. And we find out that the father's villain name is Armory. His name is named that by the... It's named that by the press and whatnot. I noticed that Terry's got a red motorcycle that has a bat suit in it. And yeah, the father guy is stealing some more tech. And yeah, the bat suit gets blasted by electricity gun. And yeah, it is only but a minor disruption to Terry. And yeah, there's a huge ass fire that engulfs the place. Terry uses a dump truck to stop some of the fire from getting to some cops. And yeah, Jared Kid goes into his dad's workshop. Some family drama ensues with like the kid finds out he's Armory. And yeah, the criminal dude is getting the dad to do some stealing. Uses a sound gun to attack Batman. And yeah, Armory instant concretes the guy's hands. And yeah, the Armory guy gets arrested. Cooperates fully with the cops. And yeah, we got this dialogue between Jared and Terry. Terry says, "Heard you lost a car." And yeah, Jared plays it off. He says, "Yeah, you meet more interesting people on the public transport." Yeah. But yeah, this episode, you had episode 17. You had a guy trying to provide for his family, having to do some shady shit, having to fight Batman, you know? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, and to make it even better, he's the stepfather. So yeah, dude's trying to provide for the family. Goes about it in like the wrong way. And yeah, sort of a case where it's like, you sort of understand where the guy's coming from, because need to perform is the need to perform, So yeah, episode 18. Intro's still cool, I'll still say that. And yeah, we got a celebrity guy gets the scoop on a bunch of people. Yeah, celebrity gossip guy gets the scoop on a bunch of people. And yeah, the gossip guy somehow has the scoop on people because he's got like invisibility ghost powers. And we got an Asian guy talking to the DA. Asian guy talks about how there are Asian gangs in Gotham and what they're doing. Ghost guy gets the drop on Batman. When the ghost guy gets seen and whatnot. And to escape, the ghost guy ignites some flammable liquids. And they do some more research. Bruce and Terry do some more research. They find out another Asian guy had some theories and whatnot about cyberspace where you could phase through solid objects if you're phased and whatnot, which is pretty cool. And yeah, the gossip guy exposes the Asian mobs, and the Asian mob informant guy comes in with some goons and attacks the guy. The guy's name is Peak. His last name is Peak, and Batman shows up and fights the goons, and the guy Peak with the celebrity gossip guy, his name's Peak, puts the camera in the Batmobile. And we find out that the guy isn't doing too good. And the guy's getting all phased and whatnot. And the program that was supposed to expose Bruce and Terry for what they were doing gets postponed. And then Bruce goes to see the guy. And yeah, the celebrity gossip guy asks for help because he's all phasing out and whatnot. And we find out the celebrity guy stole the belt that let him do the ghosting, and then the dude goes ghost and whatnot, falls through the building, and yeah, he's gonna have a hot date with the planet's core, folks. This is how the episode ends. Which, yeah, it's like, dude's gonna be falling for miles and miles, and is heat gonna affect him? It's like, yeah, too much of a good thing, folks, can fuck you up, which is the moral of this story. You know, if you get too much of a good thing, you might end up going on a date with the planet's core, you know? So yeah. Next episode is episode 19, Egg Baby. And yeah, we got an old lady with two goons, robs a guy. They rob his house, gets a ring and whatnot. Safe gets blown open, chick finds the ring. Terry gets a robot baby he has to take care of for a class project. And yeah, Terry brought the robot baby with him, which is shaped like an egg, hence the name of the episode. Yeah, there's a firefight on the rooftop. Villains escape. And yeah, the chick who is Terry's partner gives the egg baby to Terry, and Terry says, "I want a divorce." I found that interesting and funny. And yeah, Terry takes the little egg thing with him to the bat cave, and we see the dog licks the robot egg while they're having Terry's having a conference with Bruce, in the bat cave, talking about the villains. And then yeah, Batman ambushes the Batman ambushes the older woman at a museum. They escape, and the car was cloaked. It had holographic cloaking. And Terry put the robot baby inside the vehicle. And yeah, Terry figures out that he can use the robot egg to track down the thieves. And yeah, Bruce joshes Terry about the egg. Terry chases after the villains. There's the older lady, the mom, with the two goons. The hover car crashes, and in the fight, the jewels that the chick was after fall out. And yeah, Terry gets an A on the project because he entertained the robot egg. Which is hilarious because he he nearly failed and whatnot. Da, da, da. Next is episode 20 called Zeta. Say it once, I'll say it again. The intro's still cool. Terry is suspicious of a chick, or like the teacher. The government shows up. There's a firefight, and the government guys are attacking the teacher. The teacher's a robot with holographic capabilities. Apparently, some terrorists reprogrammed the robot, which is what the government thinks. And then we find out later that Max got replaced by the robot Zeta. And yeah, Zeta wants to turn off the tracking emitter. And we find out the robot doesn't want to kill anymore. Terry, as Batman, fights with Zeta in the factory to save Max. Apparently the robot saw a family, and that's where he decided not to kill anymore. And they let Zeta go free. Zeta gets found out at a train station. He's got an opportunity to kill the government guys. Decides not to kill, but gets shot and thrown off the building. But manages to fool the feds with his holographic capabilities. And yeah, Terry helps the robot escape. And this episode, what I found out, it started there's a spin-off series from this episode apparently. But yeah, found it pretty cool. You got AI going rogue and deciding not to kill. Bit of a subversion of expectations, but yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah, next is episode 21 called Plague. Spring break is over, and Nelson returns from an island vacation. There's a green vial that gets put into Nelson's bag, and the guy at the desk, he takes the vial and delivers the goods to a guy. And the stalker is back, and he takes Nelson hostage. Find out where the vial went. And we find out the stalker is hunting another guy. There's a terrorist organization called Cobra out there. Oh, yes. Oh, the people who made this show, they must have been having a lot of fun. Yeah, they got a terrorist organization named Cobra. And a guy named Falseface is there. He's the guy who can change his face. And we find out that Stalker is working for the government. And we got this line from Stalker: "There are worse things than an honorable death." It's a pretty cool line. And yeah, they find an underground base that was hidden under an athletics facility. And yeah, Stalker and Batman have to work together. Batman finds the data disk. They go to a plastic factory. Falseface lets the Cobra agents in. He infiltrates the facility, lets the Cobra agents in. And yeah, I'm calling it. What was the virus that was in that vial, folks? I'm calling it. It was the coof. It was the coof. It was the coof. So yeah. So yeah, we find out. Yeah, so Batman and Stalker finds they find the COVID, and they take it from Cobra Agency. Apparently, Falseface is a carrier of the COVID, and then Stalker guy gets tased in the fight. Falseface tases Batman, puts the beat down on Terry, or Batman. And we got this line from Batman: "I won't let you infect others." And then the COVID starts to take effect on the guy. Batman gets pinned, and then Stalker helps him out. And yeah, it's like Stalker says to Batman, "When you die, it will be by my hands alone." And then he ends up stopping the guy. And yeah, could Cobra be a metaphor for China? Could the virus in the vial, could it have been the COVID? Was Batman beyond trying to warn us about the future? Find out next week on find out next week. Same bad time, same bad channel, folks. So yeah, we have episode 22. Intro's still cool. We got some color code criminals. They've been cybernetically augmented. Batman shows up, kicks some ass, but then gets his ass handed to him by the cyborgs. And yeah, criminals go see an old guy, and they fix him up. And apparently the Doctor had parts that were inside the bat suit, because they find like a motor that came off of the the augments, and to do some Terry and Bruce do some investigating. And yeah, Terry gets knocked out, or Batman gets knocked out when he confronts the Doctor. Doctor guy is apparently reluctantly helping out the criminals. Batman ambushes him. And yeah, the Doctor guy's wife is being held hostage, and that's why he did the cybernetic augmentations. And yeah, we got a flashback with the Doctor and his nurse. The guy proposes to the nurse, and then the gang takes the guy's wife. The dude implanted failsafes into the cybernetics. The gang attacks Batman, and find out later that the nurse was in on it. Batman fights the cyborgs and says the self-destruct code. Apparently April Moon is the destruct code. And yeah. We got one of the criminal guys goes back to see the Doctor. The Doctor knows that the wife is in on it. And yeah, we see the Doctor put the criminal guy under anesthetic, and we see him with a drill and whatnot. And it's implied that some sinister stuff would probably have happened. Which, yeah, I found all of these episodes of Batman Beyond. Oh, they are fun. You can tell that the writers had fun writing this show. It's just fun to watch. I wish there was more, but what can you do? But yeah, still fun to watch. Stretch. I gotta stretch. Whew. So yeah, we got episode 23, Centuries of the Last Cosmos. The intro's still cool. We got a Star Wars sweep down, and we have Max, Terry, and another nerdy guy getting chased by a fighter craft. We get a I Can't Shake Them from Terry. And then the nerd kid in the simulation sweeps in, saves the day, and they get out of the thing, and they're in an arcade. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And the nerd guy got the highest score in the game. And yeah, we got the nerd kid bumps into a jock. And we find out there's one of the sentries from the video game in the arcade. And then, yeah, kid gets invited to a mansion. Throughout this whole episode, there's a Star Wars-esque soundtrack. There's a dude dressed as an off-brand Jedi. And yeah, the dude is last starfightering some kids. Oh. So yeah, Batman's on patrol. Some stuff goes down at the Hall of Records. We get this line from Terry. A big smoking hole could be a clue. And yeah, we got some sentries from like the video game. The nerdy kids, they fight Batman when they have plasma swords. And they cut up the archive, and the fucking archive goes up. And they escape. And then Bruce's reaction, it's like, yeah, what happened? And then Terry, it's like, I just got my butt fried by the sentries of the last cosmos. And Bruce is like, what? Uh, and we got this line from Terry. Is Jar Jar lame? When he points out some obvious stuff to Max. And yeah, find out the nerd kid rides a motorcycle. And Batman pays a visit to the mansion. Some drones attack Batman. Oh yeah, apparently there's a sinister dark regent. Oh, and the dude that is last starfighting these guys. He says, Centuries of the Last Cosmos is no mere game. It simulates a real war. Oh, and then Batman visits a guy that looks like he ate George Lucas and had George R.R. Martin as seconds. Oh, see, yeah, this bearded motherfucker. And then the sentries show up and kidnap the guy. They beat up on Batman. And then the Jedi robe dude force lightnings the bearded fat guy. Batman shows up and the fight ensues. And yeah, the Jedi robe dude says, yeah, don't listen, he's trying to corrupt you. Yeah, Batman bolos the guy's hands, throwing the force lightning back at him, and it turns out the dude was in like a special suit underneath his Jedi robes that let him shoot lightning out of his hands. And yeah, they stop the guy. They discover that the fat beard guy originally wrote the script to the video game. He wrote the concept for the video game. And yeah, it's all happened because of a lawsuit that the guy was doing to the other guy. And then at the end of the episode, the nerd kids they're begging the guy. At the end, they go to his apartment. And yeah, it's pretty fucking fun. You literally have yeah, you literally have you got a bunch of references to Star Wars. You got a bunch of references to the fucking last Star. You get you get references to Last Starfighter. It's like, oh my god. Ugh. Oh, next. Oh, episode 23. Fuck, was fucking nerd candy, folks. Candy for the candy for the for all ages, folks. Nerd candy. So yeah, episode 24 is called Payback. The intro's still cool. Dude forces a work. Dude forces a kid to work overtime. Sinister dude shows up wearing like a big scary costume. And yeah, says to the teen kid to stay there. And yeah, the guy's name is Payback. He has an energy whip and he fights Batman. And yeah, Batman, yeah, Terry's like, whoa, I want one. And then Payback escapes in the ensuing fight. Yeah, Terry. Reason why Payback escaped is that Terry was worried about the kid and the manager guy. And yeah, Bruce, they're in the cave, and it's like, we did do detective work before the net. And yeah, what all the things happening, all the things that are happening, they all have, there's a group therapy session it's all connected to. So Terry goes there, Terry sees the computer and then starts to download. Terry gets hit on the head. And then we find out, yeah, Payback targets whatever kid's abuser there was. Then, yeah, Terry fights. Terry as Batman fights a huge guy. When he goes back to the office to confront Payback. And then, yeah, Terry was wrong, says sorry to the guy. Because Payback was attacking a truck at the time. And yeah, truck goes off the cliff. And it was picked up by the Batmobile. Terry was able to get there as quickly as he could. Batman chases down Payback, but he gets away. Terry goes to more therapy. Bruce goes to a gala, and he's used as bait. Payback shows up, and Payback says to Bruce, I'm your worst nightmare. And it's like Bruce says, you have no idea what my nightmares are like. And then, yeah, Batman fights Payback. Payback is apparently a little kid that was in a robot suit that was with the doctor guy. Then Bruce says, you must have given quite the performance. And then Terry says, who said I was performing? Because he was ranting about his boss. Oh, oh, nice. That was a nice episode. There's moments at the end of these episodes that are fun, you know. And then next is episode 25. Where's Terry? The intro is still cool. Terry and his friends go see a movie. Apparently, it's an old classic. And yeah, Terry follows a dude in a trench coat. Terry goes missing. Bruce is worried, goes to see Max. And then we find out Terry as Batman is under some rubble underground, and Shriek is underground. And yeah, Batman gets escorted out of the sewers by a kid. Then some gang members have Terry's backpack. And yeah, and Bruce tries to buy the backpack, but the gang jumps him. He tries to get the backpack from the gang members by buying it. And then, yeah, Batman makes a hole in a roof that's big enough for a kid after Shriek sent a sonic wave that caused a cave in and whatnot. Then Kid makes it up, gets to a ladder, and then makes it up to Shriek. Max shows up and maces a few of the members, but that gives Bruce the opening he needs to kick some ass. And then Bruce interrogates a gang member. Bruce uses Max as bait for some city workers because he convinced her that she was gonna get into the tunnels instead of him, but he did. And and then yeah, the kid leads Shriek to Batman, and then Shriek blasts a wall where there's like the underwater river is. And yeah, just as the kid was about to get swept away by the water, Batman rescues the kid. They confront Shriek, and then Bruce with his cane just whacks him on the head. Whacks Shriek over the head. Oh, yeah, it was a fun episode. Next episode is Ace in the Hole. It's episode 26, the final episode of season 2. Intro is still cool. Bruce is going to a chiropractor. Terry takes the dog for a piss, and then the dog bolts. The dog Ace. And they investigate. They go out and investigate what happened to Ace. We find out that Ace was a rescue dog from a dog fighting ring. And then we see the dogs getting trained in flashback. And in a flashback, we see how Wayne met Ace. When he went to see the place where his parents died, he found Ace on the streets, like the dog. And yeah, I wrote down in my notes that I actually cared for the dog, you know? This episode actually made me care for this animal, you know? Which is pretty unique. It's like in the Orville when you had Yaphet. It's like he takes over the Kalon robot, and it's like he uses out of the robot, and he's all messed up, and it's like, holy shit. Yeah, we get this episode does that, but like for the dog, in a way. Yeah, we get to see where the dog came from. And Terry goes undercover, gets a phone number. Ace gets captured by a crooked animal control guy. Batman goes to the dogfighting guy's house, finds the chemistry set. Apartment explodes, but Batman puts the fire out with the water tank that was attached to the building. Lets it fall and whatnot. And yeah, Batman goes aboard the ship, finds a Rancor-sized dog, and the suit gets wrecked. Terry gets briefly eaten. Dog pit owner fell off the boat, and he's hanging on to a ledge and whatnot. Or he's hanging on an anchor. Then Terry reunites Ace with Bruce. And yeah, we got a touching moment at the end. But yeah, this episode you get to care for the dog. That you get to see how Bruce met the dog. And it's like, yeah. So yeah, a few episodes stand out in this bunch of episodes. You got Terry's friend dates a robot. Oh, yeah. It just explodes. You got some Nostradamusing of the Coof. A little bit of that going on. I don't know, I might have just been reading too much into that, but who cares? Still fun episode. I want to imagine that it's the coof that was inside the bottle, inside the vial. I want to imagine. I'll keep imagining. And then, yeah, we got, yeah, Centuries of the Last Cosmos. It's like, dude, Last Starfighter's a bunch of kids into committing some crimes for him. Holy shit. God, that was fun candy to watch. Fun nerd candy. People are fucking writing what they love. Oh, in stark contrast to Batwoman, which is just, oh, it's just torture for the eyes and ears. But anyway, going back and watching these episodes, freaking fun. They're fun. It's fun, you know. They've yeah. At some point in the future, CDs make a comeback. Because once the hipsters are done with vinyl, they'll go and buy CDs, I suppose. So yeah, it's pretty fun. We're already over an hour into this video, and it's like, yeah. Let's see if I can finish this game. Get an ending here. Da, da, da. But yeah, last episode, we get to care for the dog. It's like, goddamn. Oh, you feel for you it pulls on the heartstrings. Pulls on the heartstrings. And there we go. So yeah, I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. My neck is stiff. My neck is stiff right now. Cracking my fingers right now. And yeah, gonna watch some more stuff. Gonna review some more stuff. Gonna let this play out. I'm gonna make it play out faster, cause come on. So yeah, I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay frosty. Stay sexy, San Diego. Get your jewels in one where you can. I'm a spaceman. Peace out. And no, Solitaire game, I don't want to deal again. I don't. I finished this episode. The content has been made. You may rest now. You may rest, Solitaire game. You may rest.